Jackson. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Hauls it in.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's shot. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Defense defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off play action on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try the right side. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback's got the first. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna let it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field.
Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Fry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Dyer. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Offense in an empty set. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Now adjusting. He's going to take off.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there. But the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to...
Going for the big play. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
I love when you back the defense off me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to pound it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds space on the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start this drive firing. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Looking for a deep man. Snatches it on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Washington right back to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. You're still up by 21.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Buys a little extra time. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback.
He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victory's out.
Touchdown, Huskies! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll run it to the right side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That gets them back to within 10. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Buying some time as he moves left. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
They'll leave it with him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Washington. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
35, Arizona State, 17.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Back to pass, it's Potts. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Here comes the heat. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Washington. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't...
Turning it on! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pride. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Arizona State, 24.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring it 3rd.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intent.
Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense
taking it the other way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Got a man. It's Prime.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep one.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
That's caught, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation